The Democratic Party inadvertently worsened the already strained ties with Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, plunging into a pit of diplomatic turmoil. And now, MBS has issued a final ultimatum for the US. It's a time for breakup. Hi and welcome to a fresh new episode of The Global Game with me, Vedika. Let's begin.
Нам западных элит у нас много друзей.
Hello and welcome to TFIGlobal, the foreign affairs and geopolitical. In a surprising turn of events, the once unbreakable alliance between Saudi Arabia and the United States has crumbled, courtesy of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The Democratic Party's relentless criticism and confrontational stance have inadvertently pushed MBS to take a firm stand against the US, solidifying his position as a staunch critic. Enter Joe Biden, who sought to make MBS a pariah in the Middle East. Little did he know that karma had a witty comeback in store for the Biden administration. Alongside the Ukrainian war, an energy crisis wreaked havoc upon the Western world, leaving them in a state of irreparable distress. Let's face it, the US doesn't rely on Saudi oil like it used to, but in a desperate attempt to assist its European allies, Biden personally approached MBS with an apology. Unfortunately, the apology was met with a resounding warning. Saudi Arabia would now crumble the American economy. In a recent plot twist, Secretary of State Antony Blinken attempted to woo MBS during his visit to Riyadh, offering promises of deals with Israel. However, MBS swiftly rejected these feeble attempts at reconciliation. Now, in a truly heroic fashion, MBS has announced the first ever US Pacific oil production cut. Prepare for the kingdom's steepest drop in production since 2011, tightening Western markets like never before. Reports suggest that Saudi Arabia could slash oil exports to the US in July, resulting in a significant market tightening, according to Bloomberg. The kingdom plans to unilaterally reduce its crude production by a whopping 1 million barrels per day, which is equivalent to 10% drop. This move would bring the country's total output to a measly 9 million barrels a day, its lowest level in a decade. With less than 6 million barrels available for export, Western countries, particularly Europe and the US, would feel the impact of this production cut. Riyadh, prioritizing its traditional Asian markets, could deliberately reduce exports to the US to force a tightening of the market, as evident in inventory reports. This announcement by MBS may seem insignificant considering the reduced Saudi oil dependency in the US. However, it serves as a stark reminder that the US's time as the big brother in this equation is over. Saudi Arabia has become independent in its decision-making, shrugging off any concern for what the US believes. MBS has unquestionably risen, leaving the US in a state of geopolitical disarray. As the dust settles, the Democratic Party and the Biden administration now needs to assess the consequences of their actions. Their heavy-handed approach and ill-advised decisions have led to a fractured relationship with Saudi Arabia and the tightening grip of an energy crisis. The US must now navigate treacherous waters, realizing that the era of unquestioned dominance has come to an end. This is Biden's America, ladies and gentlemen. What a fall!